Hello everyone, welcome to EduTab. This is the 5-minute series and the topic for today is watershed management. To our new audience, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and to join our Telegram channel. The link is given below in the description box from where you can get the PDF of this particular lecture. And to avail 40% off on all our courses, you can use the code Rakhi, and this particular offer it is valid till 25th of August 2021. So before understanding what is a watershed management, first let us understand what is a watershed, right? So this is an area, a particular area, as you can see in this particular picture also. Here all the streams, whatever the water bodies, that could be due to rain or that could be normal rivers that exist there, or the streams, all of them they join together, they merge into a larger water body, as you can see in this picture also. So this particular system, this particular area is known as watershed. As you can see, this river is coming due to precipitation, the water is moving out here, streams, there are streams and everything, it is now becoming to be a larger water body, right? This outlet or this drain out of the water bodies from this particular area, now the water it is in the bigger state. So that is what a watershed area is. For understanding it much better, let us consider an inverted umbrella. Okay, pardon for my drawing. And This is something like, yeah, right. So imagine if water it is flowing down from particular areas. It would ultimately stop here, and if you are pouring water from here also, it would stop here, from here also it would stop here. So that is what happens in a watershed area. Water from different resources or sources, they all merge together to form a larger water body, and that is what a watershed is. Okay, so I hope you get the concept of what is watershed. And this particular area, it is usually this particular system or the type exists where the topography is kind of slant. As you can see, the water, it would, how it would merge out when the this particular mountain, it is slanty in nature, right? So there are different types of watershed categorized into the area in which they exist. For example, macro watershed, they the area which has more than 50,000 hectares, sorry, uh, that particular area is known as macro watershed. Then for sub watershed, we have 10,000 to 50,000. For milli watershed, we have 1,000 to 10,000. Then micro, we have 100 to 1,000. Then for mini watershed are the areas or the watershed of whose area is from 1 to 100 hectare. Now come what is watershed management. Now we come at why it is need to manage this area. So watershed management, if you go for definition, we'll look at it importance in next slide. Management, it is a process, a particular process of implementing land use. So we have to use the land properly. See, there is a lot of water there, but everything is draining out, moving out of that particular area. So we have to utilize that water also and that land also, which would be beneficial for humans also, and that would somehow improve the ecosystem that exists there or the natural resources that exist there. So that is what comes under watershed management, to utilize that land properly, to utilize that water properly. In the picture also you can see, for some example I'm giving, for example, for recreation purpose, you can make lakes or ponds, artificial lakes or ponds, because we have already so much water there, right, where people can play. We can make a park, a big park. We can use that water for industry purpose. We can use for different purpose. We can cultivate agriculture. We can do agriculture there, right? Cultivate crops. So everything that comes under watershed management, to utilize that. And why is it important? We can control pollution of water and other natural resources, because those water, they fall, they all the streams, they merge into a larger body, right? So what can happen, we can identify that which source it is polluting the bigger larger water body that forms afterwards, and then we can do whatever management according to the situation to improve that condition. Apart from that, why watershed management is important? Because now the land, it has a lot of stress because there is a lot of population. So and new things they are happening on land, be it a new land development or agriculture activities. Apart from that, people making a home, people making gardens, you can say anything that is happening. Apart from that, surface runoff is a very big problem. Surface runoff is just the movement, free movement of water on the surface of the soil, and due to which the soil erosion it takes place, and it also degrades the quality of the soil that is present in there. So that is why watershed management is important, because runoff, this is a major problem in watershed areas because of the topography. And it is also efficient to prioritize the implementation of watershed management, sorry, prioritize. Okay, so this particular system, it has this implementation. We can prioritize that which section we want to look at. For now, if we want to go for natural resources, we have to take care of natural resources, or if for now this water it can be used for industry, uh, we can make a list according to a priority. Okay, now what are the objectives of watershed management? To control the damage runoff, as I said, why the runoff would be more in the previous slide, and degradation would be of this runoff only, the soil quality it degrades. And to protect and enhance water resource, how and it would enhance, because this water, it also helps to recharge the water body. We can make artificial lakes, we can make proper river system, we can provide artificial irrigation. There's so many things that we can do with watershed management. Deteriorating land, we can make it of proper use, we can provide proper water facility to that area, so that plants could be grown there, and plants, trees, whatever we want to grow, and it helps to stop or to moderate the floods. We can divert the channel, we can make a channel which would divert the flow of water to other areas, that would help us to prevent the flood. That is a major problem. Increase infiltration, because the water, if it is stagnant there, if it is stopped there, then of course the percolation of water it would take place. And to improve and increase the production of timber, means trees only, then fodder and wildlife resources, and to enhance the water groundwater recharge. Okay, now what are the different steps? First is recognition phase. That is when the first time you are taking care of a particular area, that is watershed area. First of all, you will recognize what the problems are of that particular area, then you would work on it, and you then restore whatever the degradation that has taken place, you would restore that. Then after that, once you have restored, so you will protect that, right? Now you look at if it is not if it is functioning properly, and whatever changes you have made, they are still fine, and there's nothing wrong with that. And apart from that, see, all these three were to restore what was damaged before, but then the improvement phase is all about how much you can improve that particular area. So that is all for today. I hope this concept is clear to you all. We'll meet again with the next topic. Until then, keep study hard. Thank you.